Hi, I'm Kylie Cantrall.
And I'm Malia Baker.
We're from Descendants, The Rise of Red.
And we're here with TV Insider talking all about Descendants.
It's your Royal Highness now.
You must be Princess Red. I've always wondered what it's like over there. You should come sometime. I'll introduce you to the Jabberwocky.
What's a Jabberwocky?
A monster that eats annoying girls.
This is so gorgeous!
This is insane.
Wow. She was so baby then.
So baby. I think she's like our age there.
Yeah, no, she was.
And the glam.
The glam is wild.
The blue eyelid is so good.
The curls, incredible. I mean, Whitney.
This is the most
This
iconic
is so
duo
iconic.
right here.
I mean, are you joking?
Like when they paired up, it's like the vocal Bible right here.
Yeah, did you
these
ever
two.
see that recording or video that they did when they were
Impossible?
recording? Yes.
Impossible.
And then Whitney was always like, okay, you gotta do it like this.
Yeah,
and I
like
remember, yeah, she was coaching her.
Whitney's like, why are you down there?
Exactly. And it's so funny.
I have seen that on TikTok.
Yes, exactly. No. They were just baby Brandy like, okay.
Imagine Whitney like giving you notes in the studio.
I wouldn't know how
like,
to react.
I'd be shaking the
And
entire
she was talking
time.
about that on set all the time too. It was like, oh my God, you're incredible. You're such an icon. Yeah. Well, you know, it's funny. We never actually sang in front of her. We never got a chance to.
Right, not really.
We never got our chance.
Never got our chance.
But no, it was kind of just Rita who sang in front of her.
Yeah, there was this beautiful moment on set that I vividly remember from like our big Love Ain't It sequence, and that's Brandy and Rita on the song the whole time. And I remember there was this scene where Rita sings "Whoa," like she wanted to like sing a line,
Yeah.
and Brandy was the one who like gave her the idea of like this run to do, and then Brandy was kind of coaching her through it, and it was just so sweet to watch.
And it was sweet because Rita, after every take, she'd be like, how was that?
She's like, was that good? And
Yeah.
Brandy would be like, I feel like you were less confident in that one. I'd be terrified to sing
so
Brandy's
scared.
run to Brandy and
Oh
have
my
her judge
gosh.
you. No, but she was so
They
kind
both
and
were
like,
incredible.
yeah, obviously Rita's incredible. So,
Yeah.
but it was so cute to watch them like
Yeah.
have that little moment.
So sweet. I was obsessed with that movie. I thought it was, well, I remember watching Moesha and being obsessed with her then. And then discovering this icon status type of movie. And I think it's who I think of when I think of Cinderella now, which is so crazy to say, like, oh, and now she's my mother. And it's a weird, like, full circle sort of situation, so.
So
Very
surreal.
strong
And I saw it
connection.
after I booked, so I hadn't
Really?
seen it until after. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I know. Just the musical numbers, I mean, all of those songs are so iconic, but
Yeah.
Impossible definitely has to be my favorite number.
Impossible is just, it holds in your heart through
I know,
everything.
it's incredible.
so
and I
good.
loved her dress and her wardrobe. in it.
Yeah. And Paolo, oh my gosh.
I know, they're so cute
They're
together.
so cute
And they
together.
really have like the most magical chemistry off screen as well.
Yeah.
Like you can tell they just like
They
have
love
such a
each
cute
other.
bond.
Yeah.
I mean, they've known each other forever at this
Yeah.
point. Like
Less than 30 years.
literally.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be wild.
So real.
Oh my gosh, it was crazy. I keep telling the story of when they first had their first reunion after all these years. Ashley Wallen, our choreographer, he got to witness it all, so I'm just hearing it word by word. But Paolo walked into the studio where we were dancing, and he just yelled, "Is that my queen?" And he said, and Brandy responded, like, "Is that my prince?" And it was just the most beautiful moment to hear of, and they're just such genuinely sweet people, that you want to see them thrive wherever they go. And they are thriving, obviously. They're so
Yeah.
iconic. You can't
No,
say
they have
that
a really
haven't.
special connection.
They really do. And so to have them be your parents, I was like,
I want them
please.
to get married.
No, legit. I'm like, what's the parent trap plan?
I know.
Are we
What is the
going through
plan?
here?
Well, let's put it together.
No, we will.
I think we can make it happen.
I think it can happen. What do you guys think?
What do you guys think?
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Look at his hair.
This is iconic. Show them. They need to recreate this photo.
Oh, they actually do.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Look how
were
baby
so
they are.
They were literally just like children. The glass slipper.
the iconic glass slipper.
Passing the glass slipper, these are all the Cinderellas.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
There's been so many throughout history.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's honestly just such a cool little line of heritage there. Because, I mean, imagine the pressure. I think that was one of the best things about our characters is that there's never been a daughter of the Queen of
Right,
Hearts.
we really
or
like had the creative freedom to kind of interpret our characters.
whatever way we want. Like, we were able to have fun with them.
Yeah,
and
we
of
were
course
really,
they
like-
had fun with them too, but it's just so crazy to think of like, oh, Julie Andrews was Cinderella in 1957. So, no pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. Here
But
you
I
go.
love that like each of them brought like such a different energy.
They
and
totally did.
Even
I mean,
Brandy coming back as Cinderella, she still played it a different way. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
Cinderella is so different in this movie
Yeah.
because she's a mother and she's more maternal and she has blue hair, which is so camp, which I love. It's so Descendants.
it
but
really is.
That's my favorite part. Like all
Right?
of you guys, even
People-
Paolo with his little blue streak.
It's so, oh my god, Paolo and his blue
so
streak.
Descendants.
I think
love
he
it.
came up with the idea.
Stop.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to be like related to this family
Exactly,
too."
because he was like, oh, you guys all have blue hair.
That's so cute.
And then Tristan, who plays his younger version, he had to dye his hair.
Of course, he got the blue
yeah,
hair.
he was like, oh,
No doubt.
really, Paolo?
like,
But
"Thanks."
no, it looks great. I think it's awesome.
I think what's really interesting about this film is like the new worlds that we're kind of introducing. You have Wonderland, which I feel like everyone has their own idea of what Wonderland kind of feels
Yeah.
like. We've seen it interpreted in different films, but I think our Wonderland is really interesting and it's a bit creepy. And like
Yeah.
the soldiers, it feels very militant and everything's very uniform. But I think that's where Red kind of likes to shake things up, and it's like her playground.
Very
And then
true.
obviously we go back in time, so then you see Merlin Academy, which was like the origin of Oridon Prep.
Yeah.
So that's also a new world that we're introducing,
Very
but lots
true.
of cool sets and just
Yeah.
big musical numbers, which I think is very like just a nod to the older films. They were
I
known for
completely
that.
agree. Cinderella's is so crazy too. We never actually got to go inside the castle, but
Yeah.
like there was a legit castle that we went and we filmed that. It was
gorge.
insane.
And I love the dichotomy between Cinderellasburg and Wonderland. How
Yes,
it's like
it's
so different.
opposite. It's crazy. We have this like beautiful white building and
Everything's
everything's
so like lush
light
and
and
sparkly
airy
and
and
like cute.
you can imagine like
And then
little-
Wonderland is like dark and creepy. And
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
very true. But I think they're the perfect contrast between each other, and I feel like it's just so fun to see back to back on screen because they're so different.
So different.
Yeah, it makes it all the more
Girls
fun.
from two different worlds that come together
they come together
to change the world.
to change the world. I feel like our characters evolve in such a interesting way to like contrast with back and forth with each other. I feel like Red is going through things with her mom, obviously, and she doesn't really know who she is, and that's her whole journey.
Okay, shade.
No shade.
Doesn't know
no
what she
shade.
is.
But like Chloe has the exact same thing, but just in a separate way. She doesn't really know who she is, but she thinks she does. She's so certain.
I think it's the
on
same
who
as
she
Red,
is.
honestly. I think they're the
Do you
same.
think so?
person.
The same.
I think Red is like in the beginning, at least, like she seems like she's kind of set in her ways too,
Yeah.
and like just how guarded she is and how cold she comes off, especially to you or to Chloe in the beginning. But then yeah, we kind of like go on similar self-discovery journeys.
Very
I feel
true.
like.
No,
And
I agree.
It's really because of our meeting.
Yeah, we learn so much from each other throughout the. We learn so much, but our characters, they learn so much from each other throughout the course of the film, and I think it's so transparent of how, you know, our differences aren't as big as our shared goal, and I think that's one of the greatest messages of this film. I think it really hits a chord through a lot of the musical numbers. I think that's one of the best parts about this movie is that the musical numbers are the most pivotal scenes in the entire film.
Right.
So it's gonna be
Especially
fun.
Fight of Our Lives.
Fight of Our
We
Lives
go
is
from
crazy.
hating each other to
And then
like,
suddenly it's
wait,
like-
maybe we can work as a team.
We can be on the same side.
We're on the same side.
Yeah, it'll be cute. So I'm excited to see people's reactions to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like an easy answer would be like sword fighting. That's a new creative challenge. I've never done that before. I advanced really. Yeah, I
it's a
think
very
that's crazy.
athletic film. I mean, it's an action film. I feel like in so many
Yeah.
ways, it's so just like bigger than life with the parkour and the sword fighting and the choreography.
Exactly. You have to be like ready mentally, but also physically. Like you had to show up every single day. We went to a boot camp for a month before we started filming, so it wasn't like we were ready to play around. We were all business at that point.
Business, standing on business.
Yeah, but I think another thing is I just got to learn from, I think it's one of my favorite parts about working on a new project is learning from my fellow co-workers.
Co-workers? Girl, where are we working at?
My fellow colleagues.
My fellow acquaintances.
My fellow, I don't know how to say that, my actors that I get to work with.
My actors?
That's what I'm saying.
No, yeah, it's
The people I get to work with.
Sorry guys, we just love making fun of each other.
Apparently, but no, I feel like
yeah.
that's like one of my favorite. You said something the other day that was so crazy. She said that I always look at one eye during filming, and I had no idea.
No, that's something I've learned from Malia. I mean, there's many things, but like as far as acting, I mean, you're incredible, but I think something like a little acting tip, like you always look at the outside eye, which makes it so that your face is more frontal to camera when they're doing your coverage.
so technical.
Which
This is
I
such
used
an
to look at
actor
the inside
response.
eye, and that's why
Really?
like I feel like you don't see as much of my, like it covers one side of your face, but looking at the
Interesting.
outside eye,
Yeah.
it like opens you up to camera, which you always naturally do.
Interesting.
That's me psychoanalyzing while you're filming. But no, I
loved
learned
it,
that
though.
from you.
Yeah, no.
Thanks for watching.
You can watch our movie, Disney's Descendants, The Rise of Red, on Disney Plus July 12th.
See you there.
Yay!